Melissa Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to take a call on the Honourable Danaya Mahuta's Members' Bill today, Charter Schools Application of Official Information and Ombudsman Act Bill, sir. Tracy Martin is always very passionate when it comes to education bills, and I do know that she is passionate because I sit on the Education and Science Select Committee, so with her. However, I would like to perhaps make a note to the member that nobody on this side of the House, as she characterises, would like to see children being abused or that they're being bullied, or actually stand for that in any system, whether it's actually in a partnership school or in a public school. I think we actually oppose that, and we are aghast at the idea that children are actually being abused in any system, and we want to protect that. And, you know, I think there are a lot of times when Tracy and I agree, because both of us are parents and we've raised children, and we want to make sure that our children are in the best possible care when they're at school, and that they're receiving the best possible outcome. We might differ in the way that it might actually be delivered, but I think the fact that we care that they get the best possible outcome is something we agree on. Sir, as the Parliamentary Undersecretary have actually pointed out, in my memory, I think this is the third time that the Labour Party has brought a bill like this to the House. I think the first one was, in fact, Honourable Phil Goff's, and the second one was Chris Hipkins, and today it's the member for Haraki Waikato, and I oppose this bill, obviously, sir. The opposition today is on the way that they operate by making them liable directly to the Official Information Act, claiming it will make them more accountable for their use of public funds. What this shows is that opposition really does not understand partnership schools are more accountable. And I know some people across on the other side have actually said that they are less accountable. I believe that they are more accountable, sir. There is a contract in place, and if they do not perform, the contract is actually ended and they cannot operate as a partnership school anymore, sir. And Partnership School already report, as my learned colleague to my right, the chair of the Education and Science Select Committee, Dr. Jian Yang, has actually said, they report quarterly, 6-monthly and yearly to the Minister, as well as the Partnership School Authorisation Board as well, sir. And if anything actually crops up, I would think that the Minister or this board would actually not sit there and accept the fact that there are things going wrong, like abuse of children or bullying of children, that it wouldn't actually go unnoticed, sir. And in terms of requiring a private entity like Partnership School for OIA is like, I mean, subject to the duties to the Crown, and it would be wrong to require a private organisation to respond to an OIA request, sir. There are over 5,000 education groups who receive government funding but do not have OIA requirements, such as industry training groups, ECE providers, and the like. And it would be vexatious and an absolute waste of school administration time to make all of these organisations accountable to an OIA. And some of these organisations don't have enough funding to actually hire lots of administration staff who can actually do this, sir. And in addition to the Crown, they're reporting to the ministry, and frankly, it will actually hinder the fantastic work that they're already doing. And sometimes, I think it was the Undersecretary who has actually mentioned the Vanguard School and the engineering department, and it was always very fascinating to learn them report on their annual report of the successes that they're actually achieving for these children who are underprivileged and who actually come from a lower income family. And for someone, you know, as someone who comes from an ethnic community who actually speak a different language, sometimes I wish we had a partnership school that teaches languages, because we do lack language teachers in our schools, and the only way that they can actually teach, perhaps it may be the only way, partnership school. Sir, I oppose this bill, and I am with my colleagues on this side, and I think it's a bad idea, sir.